let's go now to meeting our county commissioners. This is what we've all been waiting for. This applies to West Michigan. Well, I guess Ryan Kelly applied to West Michigan too, and Patrick Leola applied to West Michigan. This has been all about West Michigan today. And that's what I want. You know, I want us to have an eye on what our politicians are doing, especially our county commissioners. They fund every bureaucratic department that we have here in Ottawa County. They have a lot to do with what happens. So we have a little definition, because you may not know what your commissioner does, your county commissioner does. So here in Ottawa County, the Board of Commissioners provides leadership and policy direction for all county activities. The board is comprised of 11 members elected every 2 years from districts of equal population. The board has established 4 5-member standing committees: Finance and Administration Committee, Health and Human Services Committee, Talent and Recruitment Committee, and Planning and Policy Committee. So these 11 members staff these 4 committees with 5 people each, and then they have meetings. Meetings of the commissioners happen on the second and fourth Tuesday of each month at 1:30. And so these committee meetings, they have items of interest to the commissioners. Now, the commissioner's job is basically to spend the county's money in the way that best represents their constituents, right? We vote for, I guess, this county last, I didn't, because I wasn't in this county 2 years ago, but this county last election voted for Greg DeYoung. Commissioner District 9 voted for Matt Finsky, who I'm talking to on Monday. I've got some questions for him. So we've if you're in West Michigan, you've seen all the signs. Ottawa Impact, vote Sylvia Rhodey, vote Allison Medea, vote Joe Moss. You've seen all these names, you've seen all these faces. Now, I want you to get familiar with what they do and why they're running. So Sylvia Rhodes has a speech up on her website. I'm going to bring that up onto the screen here, and we are going to... Trumpet is not really hard. Don't listen to that video. Trumpet's quite... I mean, it's a little hard, but that's not what I'm here for. So Sylvia Rhodey, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, meet your Ottawa County District 8 candidate for County Commissioner.
Ottawa County has been strategically targeted by the progressive left on racial and cultural issues for at least a decade, and most of us didn't know it. Our Ottawa County Commissioners, with the Lakeshore Ethnic Diversity Alliance, joined efforts as an early core member with the far-left organization of Race Forward, UC Berkeley's Othering and Belonging Institute, and the Government Alliance on Race and Equity, which is called GARE, as early as 2014. In early 2019, the commissioners established a DEI department on the recommendations of these organizations, as well as at the request of a few large local corporations. GARE and its parent organizations of Race Forward and the Othering and Belonging Institute of UC Berkeley are directly aligned with progressive cities like Portland, Seattle, and Minneapolis, the Democratic Party, Planned Parenthood, and LGBTQ activism. Race Forward even funded Black Lives Matter in its early years, around the same year as Ottawa County first aligned with these groups. Governor Whitmer's MDHHS and AG Nestle's Michigan Department of Civil Rights are also members of GARE. In 2015, Ottawa County was one of 2 pilot locations in the United States to participate in the Transforming White Privilege Project, with staff from the County Administrator's Office, Sheriff's Office, and Human Resources Office participating. More recently, Race Forward worked with the Biden administration on implementing a racial equity executive order on Biden's first day in office.
All right, I think we've heard quite enough to be getting on with. Wow. So Sylvia Rhodey is obviously has just become aware of all these things. It's been happening since, she said, 2014, almost a decade, maybe longer. So that's what our tax dollars, that's what our Ottawa County funding is going towards, is Black Lives Matter, race, hustling, people that are getting paid to tell our community what we need to do about our race. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I can handle being welcoming to my black neighbors. In fact, I know I can. I've got a black neighbor that likes me very much. So I don't need all these the alphabet soup committees telling me what to do. I need them to go away and leave the funding for maybe something like teaching our children math and reading. I am a substitute teacher in this county, and in other counties. I have run into so many third graders that cannot read basic books. Friggin' Dr. Seuss. They struggle with Dr. Seuss in third grade. Third grade is like 10, 9, 8, 9 years old. Okay? Maybe if we took some of the funding away from these radical leftist groups and applied it more to teaching our kids, helping our kids to read, doing story times down at the library, funding children reading events, maybe our kids would be a little bit smarter. So that's Sylvia Rhodey. I like what she has to say. I met her. I'm hoping to get an interview with her very soon. So let's look at just a little bit of what happens at our county board meetings. This lady was up there telling us all about what we need to be doing about the gay people in our prisons, the transgender people. You know what? I'll just let her tell you what her stuff is all about. And here we go.
Care. This refers to services that are provided in addition to program services and services received after discharge, such as follow-up and monitoring activities, outreach, recruitment, and retention. The types of services offered for LGBT may differ because of their health status of the clients or their partners, their living arrangements, the type of stability of their employment, their level of comfort about their sexual orientation, and their previous experience with service providers and service systems. 3 out of the 14 do's and don'ts on page 99, from what I would think would need to happen here at the Fillmore campus, the jail facilities, and the new Family Justice Center would be, I'm just picking 3 out of the 14. Required training on transgender issues for all of the staff.
Yeah.
Find out the sexual orientation of all clients.
Oh, yeah.
Allow transgender clients to use bathrooms and showers based on their gender self-identity and gender role.
Put the men in the showers with the women. Stop the presses. This lady has got it down. This is our Ottawa County Healthcare or Health and Human Services Committee meeting. This is it, folks. If you think we don't have a problem in Ottawa County, you're dead wrong. And I will be asking Matt Finsky about some of these things. We had better start paying attention because this lady, she's pushing for it. We've got leftist programs being funded in Ottawa County. We've got them making decisions, making policy suggestions, making staffing suggestions. So if we don't run our community, guess who's running it? That's right, the radical leftists. So, you know what? I think I think that this lady has said it all for me. I don't think we need to go any further. They actually they had later on they were talking about people that identify as having mental health issues. I didn't pull that clip um, because I forgot where it is. But if you want to go through and watch this, they have a lot of stuff about migrants. They have they're doing a lot. They're dumping a lot of money into keeping migrants healthy, and which is great. I mean, migrants are awesome if they're here legally. I'm not 100% convinced that they would run a background check and make sure that public funding is going to migrants that are here legally. I mean, now I'm not saying that migrants here illegally shouldn't get anything, but I think that should be voluntary. I don't think public tax money that is supposed to go into our community should be going to illegal aliens. That's just a little far. They talked about, again, like I said, people identifying as having mental health issues. Not a single county commissioner on that board stood up and said, what do you mean identifying as having mental health issues? You don't just identify as having a mental health issue. You either have one or you don't. So this kind of leftist ideology where you perceive your own reality and then everybody else has to live by it, despite being absolutely ridiculous, is still encroaching into our commissioners meeting. So I would encourage you to go and watch this meeting. You will find things in there that you did not think were happening in your county. All right, so that is that. That's all I have time for you for today. Like I said, we're going to be doing an interview with Matt Finsky, Ottawa County Commissioner in District 9. Hopefully we'll be getting Greg DeYoung in here. Hopefully we'll be getting Sylvia Rodia in here. We are going to have a clash of commissioners here on the Homes Politicast in the next couple of weeks. I will have all of that lined up for you. Until then, I am Anon Don. This is the Homes Politicast. Remember to like this and share this with people in Ottawa County, across West Michigan. If you like what we're doing here, we need subscribers. We need your help to keep this going. Well, I'm going to keep it going, but we need your help to spread the message that there is information out there that is going into, or there are people out there giving information that will help you become more politically savvy and help you understand how you can control your government instead of letting your government control you. Wow, I totally messed up that line. Till next time, you guys have a good one.